Samson here. So today's segment of book reviews is focusing on my area of interest. So we're looking at The Urban Farmer. This is by Curtis Stone. So it's an intriguing book that if you want to do urban farming, or if you want to do any type of farming, basically for you, maybe to grow food for your family, grow food for the neighborhood, or grow food for sale, Urban Farmer is like one of those best books you might want to read. So there is a specific section of the book that I want to focus on in today's book review, and that is the business side rather of farming itself. So a lot of us having maybe some experience in terms of cultivating whatever crops we might grow, and that background experience that is available. The thing that lies, however, is that if you want to do urban farming as a business, then there is an aspect of you having to understand certain concepts or principles rather for you to be able to be profitable in the agricultural business itself. Hence, urban farming as we know it, you've got a limited field, or rather a small field for you to grow whatever you want to grow, and then you want to make money as much as possible from it. Hence, I'm going to share with you 5 principles that are supposed to be followed in order for you to be able to make money from urban farming. The first one is you need to be able to start small. So you need to keep costs as low as possible. If you need to get something done on your own that you can do without having to spend money, then you need to be able to do that. The second principle is focusing on the fact that you need market streams. So have an end game in mind before you even start out. So you need to think of who's going to buy my produce, and before you even think of what crop to grow or what produce to produce, you need to have an understanding of where am I going to sell it and who's going to buy. So an example of the market streams that you're going to come across is one, the farmers market, where you could take your crops to, and then people are going to buy, like-minded farmers like you, and then you can supply to restaurants. There is retail and other distribution centers that you could have, and then there are off-takers. These are people who are going to come and buy produce from you. So when we talk about restaurants, you're looking at getting in touch with chefs, and then you need to segment your farm or your plot rather in a manner that it's going to be able to produce on a constant basis for them to be able to buy from you. The third principle we are looking at is the principle of labor. So keep it as cheap as possible, involve family, involve friends, involve neighbors in order for you to be helped to get the production that you need. So a key point to note here is the fact that you're looking at keeping all tasks as consistent as possible whenever you're managing people, such that even in your absence, work must be able to flow. And then the fourth principle that the business side of farming in the urban farmer brings out is the fact that you need to self-promote. So marketing and sales business is a principle that cannot be overlooked. So you need to engage in social media because that is where the world has gone now. So you need those ads, and then you are a brand, so you need to keep yourself like that, and then you need customers as well to be able to retain the message to other people as well. And then lastly, we are looking at finances. Regardless of whatever you're doing, farming as a business will require you to have finances running, or you will need to acquire funds from somewhere. So crowdfunding is one thing that you could look into, and then there is also small grants, because it's a small business that you're running to be able to sustain yourself, and you need that. Basically, the Urban Farmer. For more insights, you could read the book, and these are the business principles of farming. Till we meet in the next segment, I am checking out.